see, Architender and Diva Kong, I can't see you. You were just in my time taxi. Very odd indeed. So, could it be you're extra-dimensional in your origins and you can't live within my own time taxi? I shall have to investigate. Yes. Well, let us have a look here. I was going to... Who am I talking to? I'm talking to my own time taxi. Hello there. So, well, I was rather hoping to do Once Upon a Time Lord. Yes. Well, time taxi, let me tell you something. You may be housed from a little temporal nut, but I am not nutty about what I wanted to tell these architectural people. Yes, love between time travelers can be difficult. You might meet in the wrong order, depending on which mythology you believe in. There was a reverse paradise, yes, the Garden of Nedney, yes, with Madder and Eve. Eve is, of course, the same backwards as it is forward. Lol. Lol is also that. Anyway, time taxi, let me tell you, while we try and retrieve the Architender and Diva Kong back into this interior time dimension, about how love can be awkward if you meet in, well, not necessarily how you want it to, but how you will be. Now, where is that story time button? Ah, yes.
Hello, I'm a recording of Bran Couldn't, and today, welcome to the Omnicromniverse. Today in the Omnicromniverse, we'll be teaching you about the not bees and the unbirds. You know, how it was, or is, or will be, how you might fall in love, not fall in love, eventually fall in love with somebody within the time vortex. It's quite complicated and can be made a lot easier if you're, for example, an ominous force like the gods of witchcraft or the Bim Bams of Menti. Well, very much so. It's to do with your heart. Now, if you travel through time and space, your heart will be bouncing and jumping at a different rate. Not because you see somebody that you are enamoured of, just by the fact that if you jump onto a different time track, you might get your foot caught in it and get run over by a massive, enormous Thomas locomotive. Thomas locomotive is, of course, a nickname for a massive time train, and a massive time train is what we're jumping on today. That's right, because I've got to keep you in mind to what it is that I'm trying to explain. It's very difficult, but not too hard, not too soft, not too lumpy, as Goldilocks once said. But a lot of people will be thinking that really, should it really be a good idea to fall in love if you time travel? Well, it can't be helped if you do get spelled on from a great height. The gods of witchcraft, who are absolutely wonderful, the Bim Bams of Menti, who are okay, and the Splim Blams of Frumple Flamps are just something I made up. So, if you do find yourself, I don't know, under a spell of the gods of witchcraft, who are fantastic, and the Bim Bams of Menti, who are okay, what should you do? Well, I think just sort of go with the flow. I mean, you're not going to do anything you wouldn't want to do. You're just sort of full of love and admiration for anybody. I mean, you might fall in love with a twig, or a radiator, or a lamp, or my thumb. But whatever you do, don't fall in love with, I don't know, an ex-disgraced witch lord called Kran, who might destroy us all. Not that that's likely to happen or anything. I think the recording is about to stop. So what I was going to say is, Dolores Fiend, she's one sexy mother...
And there you have it. Ah, well, I can see... Yes, hello? Architender and Diva Kong, caught in some sort of automatic time clench. Ooh, I'll try and retrieve them and see what it is that they're... Ah, Kran has spotted them. He has spotted me. I am Skeptanauts now. I am under the control of Kran, the ritual is lovely. Time taxi, prepare yourself. We are about to be at the wedding of the end of the century.
Dr. Lynn, which will take over the universe with their love. I will destroy that high galaxy. Destroy.
Oh, well, not if I can help it, our little mixed-up Skeptanaut friend. I think perhaps we should call in the army, a feathered army. Lieutenant Pigeon, can you hear me? Yes, it is I, Professor Homage. We've had our differences in the past and the future. I need your winged power. I need you to help me defeat the so-called Dr. Witch, as you might say, and Kran himself.
Dr. Witch featured Elliot Stewart as Professor Homage, Brian Couldn't, and the Krananaut. It was written by Elliot Stewart and is an Invisible Commissions production.